should be it. Live in 30 minutes. 1800-second delay, baby.
1800 seconds delay.
Perfect.
Ouch.
Alright, yeah.
Hopefully it's going to be an eventful game. A lot of action. A lot of tank on tank fighting.
Yeah, we do see the teams coming in on the map right now, so that's nice. But yeah, we do have, for everybody tuning into this amazing cast, we do
Elite
have
stream.
this elite stream, yeah. We do have FLL, Vincent Luz, going up against WRJ, who are War Red and JG, which is it's not the easiest name to pronounce, I'll be honest, WRJ, but I think we'll manage.
We'll
We'll be fine.
manage.
Yeah. Also, I did bring back the very nice fridge from last year's seasonal.
Which is?
Yeah, you don't see it because it's on the stream. It's on my epic, very well done overlay.
Well, I'm gonna see it, but it's just gonna take me 30 minutes.
Yeah. It'll be worth the wait, I'm sure. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be a huge surprise for me. Lovely.
Lovely. Yeah, we are missing a few people, like 6 people coming in from red. Oh, we do have in-game audio. We gotta turn that off.
Disconnect.
Yeah, put that to 0 voice volume. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, we do have Utah.
Utah.
Exactly.
Like we've talked about a little bit. Hopefully it's gonna be the chapel, because normally chapel has the most action overall.
Yeah, it is by far the most interesting of the points. Unlike WN4, WN7, which are just provide static games, unless it's a steamroll, I guess. I guess it can be interesting if you get like WN7 into Legrand and Hill 5, but then it's still like a bit of an odd game.
An odd game, because if I'm correct, WN7 is in favor of the Germans, and Chapel is in favor of the Allies.
Yeah, WN4 and Chapel are Allied favored, and then WN7, I would guess it's slightly Axis favored. Not much. Like you do have.
Not much, because
you have the crossroad, but now the Allies have that building on their side. But that building is mostly used either if you've lost a point or used by the Axis when they've taken it. So it's a bit of an Axis helping building that as well, actually, if you think about it. But they do have the beach.
If they manage to get there first.
Exactly. Or just push them out, I guess. But we'll go into in-game. We'll take off this start screen, and we do have the in-game visuals. How nice is that? And we do have
cinematics.
Sorry?
Cinematics.
Cinematics, yeah. Amazing. But yeah, we should be starting in a few minutes. We do have almost everybody on the server. We do have hang on a second, I just gotta check who is casting the other side. That's what I want to see. LA from Cerberus, is he on the server? There he is. I'm guessing he's gonna cast in German, but if someone's interested in that, they can check him out as well. They want to get a German perspective, both literally and in-game. Because we'll be on the WRJ side, coming from the Allied perspective. So, but I do suspect, like, even though I think people always nowadays think it's an Axis side of map just because Axis are so strong, but it's actually a map where I kind of feel like if you get a good start as the Allies, you can still hold it for the duration of the game. And especially if you get some like diagonal points, like we were talking about, if you get WN7 into Legrand, you can still like put a lot of pressure on and like do some quick double capping and shit before the Axis advantage starts coming in. Because like if you look at all the points, they're kind of at least slightly in terms of WN7, but like WN4 and Chapel are like much more on the Allied side, which is really helpful.
And why do people think that it's much more in favor of the Axis? Is it just out of gun, like firepower? Is it like the way you push towards the points?
Well, you do have the Panther and you do have the rockets at the moment. You know, the Panzerschreck with a
Yeah.
much further range to snipe the artillery, and then the Panther is just the strongest tank at the moment. But yeah, I think like if you can get set up, you can get the 76s up, you can get some AT guns, especially if it's Chapel, because you can sort of grind the infantry in the south, and then just put some people in the north, like have some sneaky guys up at W4 to come in from behind and stuff. You can really hold Chapel well if you're playing the Allies, if you get off to a good start. But yeah, it's mainly the Panthers and the Panzerschrecks that are giving a big advantage to the Axis. But like the Allies as well, like they can use the artist sniping position, like up in the north with the Stuart, for instance, which makes it a lot easier for them to like. That's once again like something that gives them an early game advantage. The fact that they can snipe the arty from the start. The Axis don't have that ability. That's why they have to rely on the Panzerschrecks like 5-10 minutes into the game.
That's what I'm most excited about as well, because you always see like the Division 1 teams that they have stuff like that, surprises, artillery sniping, Panzerschreck sniping. I wonder if Division 2 has those same kind of tricks, if they use those methods as good as Division 1 does.
I suspect FLL will. I think they have always had like pretty decent strats at least. Doing really well. Like I remember them played Core. And even though they lost that game, I think pretty handsomely. I think even Core was saying like they had really good starting strats. And like they actually were able to hold them off like very well at the very start. And then, you know, just the difference in experience and just individual skill from the Core side gave them the win in the end anyway. But yeah, like every time I've watched the FLL guys play, they've always had good starting strategies where they always tend to send the guys in the right positions, get their tanks nice to set up. So I suspect they're gonna have some stuff like that prepared as well, you know. If you pair all the other stuff, I don't suspect you're gonna skip out on rocket sniping, not in this meta. If you wanna come out on top, that's something you really gotta make use of.
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't heard much of RWJ, so I'm quite curious how they're gonna deal with all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's an interesting mix of clans. So we'll see how that goes. Like, I haven't seen them play together either, but I have seen like Red and I've seen War, and you know, I mean, these teams play like together with other clans or you know that sort of thing, but not like as a team of their own. These three clans, so that's gonna be interesting to see how they play together. Hopefully, it'll be good though. I suspect gonna do decently well. I don't know how things went in the previous game, but yeah. Hopefully they put up a nice fight so we can get a nice long game. But yeah, I do suspect FLL are gonna come out on top at the end. But you know, there's always a chance for the underdog to come in and snag the victory, especially if they get like Chapel, get a good start. And on a map like Utah, like you just need a few good, like a good tank crew or two, and then that can just snowball the game for you. If they can snipe like a couple of tanks, and then they can just dominate the map. Because the main difference between a map like Utah and like Dumont is that on Dumont you can like, you know, move across long hedge lines, but on Utah there's gaps everywhere. Like there's not a single piece of hedge, like apart from maybe like in this area around the bend in the river, but like otherwise it's just patches of hedgerows, nothing very well connected. So if you don't have control the tank war, you're just gonna get picked off if the enemy tanks play well. So one good tank crew or one of like even two good tank crews even better, like that can win you the game. And then you have to rely, the enemy team has to rely on getting their AT guns and shit set up to snipe them. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. We are coming into this game now with 10 seconds to go, and we should be.
Let's go, baby. Let's see how the start goes.
Been waiting all week for this.
If everything goes according to plan, no fuck-ups.
Oh yeah, I had to check. I was gonna, because I did ask before the game, like, which squad should I join? Because I don't wanna, you know, get in someone's way. Take up a squad spot, just be annoying. So we'll see if I can find the right people.
So to win WN4, okay. It's quite interesting because you have a diagonal push depending on, of course, what side's going to win. If not, it's just straight to the next point.
Bull. I was told to join Bull. Spawn
There we
south.
go.
Shouldn't be in the way back here, I don't think. I should be fine.
Not blocking anything.
No, I
Being an
remember,
invisible object.
I believe it did happen once, I think. Maybe it was Wild Bill, because I was casting Wild Bill on Hurtgen between, actually, I think it was FLL and CSP playing that game. And I think Wild Bill destroyed a garrison, or an outpost, when he's sitting in admin cam. Because they placed an outpost next to him, and then he got
Typical Wild Bill.
Yeah. So that was like, oops. That's you know, I'm just laying at the back of the map, and here comes a recon putting an OP on your position. But yeah, we do have a Stewart, a 3-man Stewart though, so it doesn't look like gonna do the sniping. Unless they spawn in a second Stewart for Litvin here. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go, they're gonna do the sniping.
Yeah,
They have paid attention to previous competitive matches, learned a few tricks.
Yeah, so if it gets that nailed, then... Oh.
And there's nothing you can really do about it, is it, as artillery to defend against that?
Being a little
Because
bit bloody.
Belgium gates and supply trucks doesn't work really anymore, because the impact is too big.
Yeah. It's interesting as well, like, I always like to drive straight up to the board as quickly as possible and then drop the OP. Like ideally, I'd like to have 1 minute 10 seconds when you drop the OP, and then you have, there's no need to pick the OP back up.
No, because the timer would be done.
Yep. Here we do have everyone sitting around the trucks instead. So we'll, yeah, where are their trucks? We do have one in the north, and then one middle one. I would have liked to see this truck around where this one is, because then you could just go straight for the south side. Now they're gonna be wasting a couple of seconds trying to get up here, and also if they have to go, if they want to go south, like across the ground or something, then they have to get over this river, and that can always cause
yeah,
issues.
that's that trap.
Yeah, so you gotta make sure.
I've been there myself multiple times.
Yeah, especially from the south side, it's harder, because on the north side you can come in from this side, makes it easier. Or you can cross over here, makes it easier, but otherwise you just have that 90-degree wall that you risk running into. But we always see some people getting stuck. That's an interesting AT gun position, not gonna lie. See how that
Okay,
works
I
out.
haven't seen that one before.
No. Oh, it's the tree.
Oof, was he aiming for the Stewart?
No, I think he's aiming down the road.
Just to snipe anything that comes along across?
I'll see how this is gonna do. Or is he going for the Stewart? Stewart is not in position yet. Is he gonna keep going though, when he sees them just sniping that? I guess we'll see. We do have the supply truck coming in the north. They haven't used the... Actually, they did use the supply drop for A network. Yeah, that AT gun keeps hitting stuff occasionally. Like, I think he's probably expecting that Stewart to be in position, and then he's like, adjusting because he's not hitting his shots. Actually, these are RT shots.
A bit late. A bit too far away.
Yep. We do have the flare spam now that everyone does, and we do see FL coming in. They're going hard in the south. I think they're kind of giving up on the strong point and just making sure that they take the map control. But they did have people on top of the truck, and those guys got shot off pretty easily. But they do have quite a big few guys here, and they do have the looks coming as well, so they should be... Yeah, they're running the double luxes. Triple lux, what?
Triple, okay.
I don't know, I thought
I mean, what does the lux cost? Just 100 fuel, right?
No, I think there's two of them, I think there's two. Yeah, it's that one down here. That Stewart's going hard, but he's a bit...
A little bit overextended. I don't think he'll... One more and he's done.
He's down. Oh, another rocket. He gets run over by his teammate. He's gonna get out. We do have just Ness in the south of them. did get hit twice by rockets. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough on the FLL side. Yeah, they are going hard on the south side, which I think that's a good strategy. Sometimes you see teams just not go south and go all in on the strong point, and it's a bit too.
I mean, it's quite well. It's like what RWJ did, right? That you just had full manpower on the cap point, a few on the south, but they lost like map positioning on the south due to just firepower.
Well, I like when you send like one truck south and then two trucks like more on the point. I think FL maybe overcommitted a bit south. Like you can see they're killing everything, but the point progress is still going in the favor of the Allied side. What we have those looks is just keep shooting.
I'm just surprised that thing is still alive. He should have been dead by now.
But this Stewart now is in such a good position because they can't get in.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Here comes the Panzer Bulldog. You should be able to take that Stewart pretty easily if he just goes a bit left.
He doesn't have angle right. No.
Doesn't need angle. Maybe barely does. Yeah, you can see like the side track, but I don't think you can actually pen that. It doesn't penetrate. So he's gonna have to move forward or slightly left to take that out. And we do actually have red and war just in this building here. Does Remake actually have the satchel? That would be pretty cool. Or is he? Yeah, he does have the satchel, but is he gonna satchel the building?
I don't know. We'll find out.
That would be pretty big.
Allied took WN4.
Yep.
And I don't see a reason yet why FLL would start capping it back, because they lost pretty much all pressure on point and on the south.
We know the Stewart now getting satcheled and getting shot at by this Panzer IV, so should be good enough. Yeah, he keeps hitting. He's hitting this just above the tracks, and that doesn't actually penetrate. It's just an insta bounce. You can't do it.
There you go.
He doesn't land that shot, and this looks is just suppressing them in the north, doing a good job.
I was quite surprised that the FLL got through with that satchel, while you had so many allies just watching the cap point and not taking him down.
Well, I think they were just relying on the Stewart to hold the front, the gap, and then when the Panzer IV came in, that sort of gave them the opening to run through. But do we have a flank done? No, we don't have anything on the flank. Is this Stewart actually died? Did he? How did he die? Is it over here? Yeah, he did get sniped by the AT gun.
Wow.
That's a good job. And what went down here? Was that a truck? Yeah, it was a truck. That's all. But yeah, WRJ are taking control, or RWJ, sorry. It's confusing me a little bit, I'll be honest. They are taking control of the strong point, which is good by them. The Panzer IV is falling back, which I like. He notices the infantry is getting pushed back. I would actually like to see the looks as well, maybe reverse a little bit, maybe like out here a bit. Just because he's getting shot at, and he's quite likely going to start getting shot on the side as well. But I think they are waiting for their next tanks, because WN4 is one of those points where if you just play the axis, you just put your tanks on the west side.
Yeah,
The LS can't get going. Focus on taking the building, and then you can just push with your tanks like as a full group. But yeah, you can see in the south there, the war and red squads focusing hard on clearing this section out. You have the OP spawn.
Oof.
Oh.
That was a close one.
Fidaya killing people though. Oh, and he goes down. We do have this OP right in this. Oh.
Oh. And OP goes down.
Yeah, Bob actually taking down the Allied OP before he goes down. But that's a good job though. We'll see if they can keep their own outpost alive, because now there is a bit of an opening for them to just move in straight on that
And
point.
it keeps sniping with rockets.
Yeah, to have they built an AT gun back here, that's interesting. Where that's shooting. Into the point.
It's towards the point, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I guess you can, if you have control of these buildings, you can shoot into the barns to stop them from camping inside. Or if they push aggressive with the tank, but it's unlikely you push aggressive with a tank in this area, I guess. Let's see, did this Lux fall back, or where did he go? Yeah, he did fall back. I guess he's going for ammo because he's been firing the whole game. This Panzer IV nicely holding the front line. It's the only exit they have. They can't really go through here in the south side like they used to. But yeah, if they can take the building here, stack up their own tanks, they should be in a good position to retake the point, I think. And I think WRJ, what they need to do is just start getting some people around Legrand so that when this push starts coming in, they can immediately put pressure on Legrand. Force FLL to fall back.
They haven't really prepared anything yet for the next push, have they?
No.
Now just solely focusing on defending WN4.
Here comes that rocket we're talking about. Let's see how that goes. Oh, oof. Tiny bit short. Hit right in front of it. They are getting out as well. Oh, they're thinking it's close range.
No, can't be true.
What are they watching then?
Are they smoking?
There they go. Death from above.
I don't know, I haven't really liked the whole Panzer IV and sniping with ATs. But it does need some practicing, so I respect that.
Yeah. It's a fucking cat or something screaming outside my window. I'll have to close it. I'll be right back.
Damn cats, man. Disturbing this elite stream, what the fuck do they think?
I don't know if you could hear that, but that was annoying me. So.
No, I didn't hear it, but...
Just like... Anyway, yeah, we do see FLL like putting quite a lot of pressure here now on the south side. But I want to see where that Panther is, though. That's what I'm curious about. So that's going to be their ticket to a victory, I think, on this game. Getting those Panthers.
What do you think? Are they gonna push north side of WN4 with the Panther, or just help assisting them on the south and regain that back?
I think what you do is you put... Like, they have control of this, so they don't actually need a tank here. But like, if you don't have this, you put a tank like here or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over here just to give support, to make sure they can't. Going from the north side, for instance, you cut that reinforcement path off, and you come in from the south with the infantry. But now they have that, they can just put the tanks in the front.
Is that locked still alive? On the Axis side?
I think so. I think they sent it back. It's gonna come up again, probably. Would be my assumption. I think that bomb round though, that came in a bit prematurely. They have nothing to push with it. Like you know, I mean, all that's gonna happen is the enemy's gonna respawn, and then that's about it. Like, you need the tanks up, and we do have a 76 coming in from RWJ. I wonder where that Panther is though. Unfortunately, we can't see the Axis map, so we don't actually see.
It should have been spawned in by now, so I think it's just driving somewhere towards the front line.
Yes, but where? It's a mystery.
We'll find out very soon. Because probably the 76 will get spotted out, marked up, then the Panther has to react.
You can still have this Panzer IV fighting, doing a good job staying alive. Meanwhile, the Sherman has been killed and all the light tanks. But yeah, you see, have coming in bomber on here. That's a pretty decent bomber. I think it's a bit too far north. If you came in like that, that would have been better. But it's still a decent bomber run. It might even kill the supply drop like instantly. Yeah, if the supply drop lands before the bomber run hits, it's gonna go down before they can even use it. That's actually funny timing. Yeah, they are putting their 76 on the point. It's going to help take out this Panzer IV, I'm pretty sure, and then they want to push with it. The Panzer IV goes out of the way though. He's probably noticed the 76. There comes the bomber run, actually doing a good job.
Down.
Those supplies should have been taken out by that bomber run as well, so that's a good job. They do have a few infantry guys moving in on Legrand, which is always nice to see.
And what is Scott lead on front? Probably setting up an OP, get some people pushing Legrand.
Yep, if they can get like Gary up here, they can drop supplies in this area or down here. Or maybe even north side, you know, I mean, try and come in, maybe build an AT gun behind their tanks, going on Legrand. Because that's the main thing, like, the easiest way to defend WN4 is to put pressure on Legrand, in my opinion, because then you force them to fall back, because it's such an awkward, like, retreat path. You can't, like, if you run across the open field, the people attacking Legrand can just hold the north side, cut all that off. But yeah, we have a lot of OPs, I think, in this area, because there's so much infantry now from FLL.
I haven't seen much ally artillery coming down on that point.
No, well, they are getting rocket sniped, and we do see
a little bit.
FLL are putting some pressure down on the point. Panzer IV has actually put himself in a great position to avoid that 76, but 76 has pushed forward. He does hit the barbed wire post. It does go down.
Pence
But this-
force down.
Yeah. The 76 though is in a rough position if this Panther comes, but I still don't see a Panther.
We're still
on the
looking for
field.
the Panther.
Yeah, we do see
Where
this-
the fuck is the Panther?
we do see the looks.
Oh, what was
but-
down there? Was that the Lux?
Yeah,
down?
it's the looks. Yeah.
Next to the bridge? Oh yeah.
Next with an AT gun next to him though. I don't think that AT gun has line of sight unfortunately, but it's a good idea. Just that the actually if the census goes north, then that AT gun would be in a good position to deal with that, which is nice. Yeah, they have made it actually inside the point, which is impressive. It feels like the rocket artillery is doing a good job neutralizing that, and they are even dropping supplies deep behind enemy lines here. Try and get a Gary up, and I'm guessing they have a recon who's gonna try and move over there later on. We do actually have 6 guys on artillery at the moment, so they are really trying to make sure they don't get in on this point, and I'm guessing it's working out pretty well at the moment.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that there's no Axis recon camping down the artillery, because I haven't seen anyone there yet.
Well,
I think they're just heavily relying on the rocket sniping.
yeah. And there's not that much rocket artillery coming in, I'll be honest. I'm a bit surprised. Especially when you have 6 Arcticons, but they are burning through their munition very, very fast. I don't think it's that efficient at the moment. They're firing more than they need to. Just because they have those tank crews waiting for their tank. So basically what they're doing is just wasting so much munition at the moment. And really they should be using the encouraged ability at the moment, just to get that plus 90 per minute. But yeah, otherwise they're gonna run out of munitions very, very soon. They also don't have a great amount of garrisons, only 7. I guess that's a decent amount, but they need like something on the front, something to put pressure on the ground.
Right now it looks like they are just playing very defensive. They have nothing much planned for the offense.
And I mean the FLL RTs also just do what they want, and I think you can see this looks Greyhound in the south. I think that's a big reason they can't actually get the recon in the point. And then they are also using spotters for the flare. But yeah, we do have some pushing going on. They are trying to push out here in the south. They are taking control of this building.
I do believe that Finns lose have full control now on the point. It's just it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, we do have this war squad behind them though, so what I would like to see from this war squad is just move east, come up behind this. If you can clear this out, you clear out the whole push and you secure, like, hold the point. I feel like they might not consider that and would just hold or push Legrand, which would be an unfortunate move on their part. No, actually Lipton's going it, but he's going to go down to Avico. I would assume so. Oh, he gets shot twice. That's the FG-42 with his 100-meter one-shot range.
Yeah, look at that. Finns lose pretty much full control on point.
Yeah, and I mean they do have the 76s watching this choke point though, so that's a pretty good move. What they really want though is to have the RT firing here, because the 76 just holding the main road, and then they just need to fire on the choke point.
That's what I would expect to see now, because they have 3 guns, 2 men on it. You'd expect a lot of artillery just coming down now on the south of WN4.
Yeah. Or you would have ideally you would have the gun barrel pointed this way, while the whole FG is pointing that way. So right now like a few guys be getting through, but see how long that lasts. Or now they are already coming in.
There you go, RT's coming down.
Yep. But we do have FLL making some progress. I just don't know where their big boy tanks are at. That's the thing that's confusing me the most, because if they had a Panther, I think they could push the point.
Maybe they have trouble with munition or fuel as well, I don't know. Because you'd expect a Panther by now, like already 10 minutes ago.
You would expect 2 Panthers by now, like you see 2 76s
Exactly.
on the field. But there comes 1 Panther, but yeah, it's a bit. I'm not quite sure why that is though. Maybe they didn't spawn the Panther as soon as they could, but waited for their tank crews to die, which is... I mean, on the one hand you don't want to spawn them in and just let them sit for 10 minutes and then there's just a recon vehicle coming and killing them, but... Right now they're gonna be in a tough spot when when you're trying to push a point. There's 2 76s defending it and you only have 1 Panther on your own. gonna be a big issue. But they are using the flare though to spot these guys, which is nice. It's a nice flare. These 3 guys are gonna be in trouble. This Puma just rolling around in the river.
Having fun.
Having a great time. Being a big nuisance though. I think it's a good move, like it's only 2 guys and he's holding off an entire squad. But yeah, he's lucky he killed the only AT guy in the squad, because otherwise he could have just died right there. But
I would say
making some progress.
that I expected a little bit more of pressure from RWJ, because they had 2 OPs on the front line like 10 minutes ago, but they haven't contested the 4th point by now.
No, well I think FLL are actually putting quite a bit on defense. Now you can see that, like they have a guy watching south, they have a few infantry guys on the front.
Yeah, but like 10 minutes ago it was just 2 people on center cap,
Yeah,
and that
they
was
have
it.
infantry north. They even have a guy like just in the back line making sure they don't get, you know, have a sneaky...
Harassed by the recon.
Like you can look, like they're so spread out. Making sure that, like, and you can see like the effectiveness of the allied recon is just non-existent because of this spread out defense from FLL.
While they're still capping WM4, so that's quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean I think it's because like a lot of the allied players are like in the south side, they're not actually in the cap zone, and they've actually managed to push through despite not
Is that
having...
tank still up? The 76.
No, actually, it went down.
Oh,
I
they
guess
took it down.
that must have gone down to... What did that die to, though? Interesting. Well, it's a good push, though. FLR are making some progress. They are taking the point. And you can see now they actually have a lot of munitions. And they do have the plus 90. I guess they've been possibly converting? Or they just laid back on the RT a bit. No, they haven't.
I mean, they have 3 guns firing while someone is reloading, so that just shreds through the munitions.
Yeah, but FLL are making progress. The next point is A better, which is good for the allied side, because it's going to be harder for FLL to just... Like, if it was Hail 5, they could just put a squad in the south and just instantly move on it, but now they're going to have some breathing room to maybe try and salvage the situation. I don't think they're going to hold W4 though. That looks completely captured by FLL. I think they're probably just have better shooters on their side.
Oh, there should be a massive spawn wave coming in right now, but it didn't happen, so this is Finstad Loose taking WN4.
Yes, and here's the second Panther, finally.
There you go.
And I think that's going to be... You know, they're just going to take the point, send these guys onto the north open side, and they're just going to take A battery. Unless the 76 works miracles, then, you know. Here comes another rocket, finally. See how that goes.
And good hit.
Yeah, everyone does the rocket arty these days.
Just making sure you're aiming at the right pixel.
Actually, worse. WRJD are taking the south side, putting pressure on at least, but here comes that Puma again. It's always nice to have Pumas that are just aggro, looking for the infantry, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the time, the people who spot the recon vehicles first are not actually the AT guys. So you can actually get away with a lot if you're just moving fast, being decisive with what you're trying to achieve. That usually works out very well if you're, you know, constantly on your feet, changing positions. And we do have a Sherman now coming in from WRJ. They did not wait the extra minute for the 76, which is interesting because they do have 2 Panthers now.
Yeah, I don't think that Sherman is gonna do much against those 2 Panthers.
No, maybe against the Puma, but that's about it really. Maybe the maybe the supply truck. Tina just goes straight for the... I don't think that's...
It would have been beautiful if there was an MG on top.
Yeah. Good move, changed its direction, but I'm afraid that supply drop might just get killed. Yeah, by the RT that was coming out.
Ouch.
So that's instantly gone. I'm gonna say that it goes to the south. I think really the next move is gonna be taking the south, and there you go. More supply drops, more garrisons, but they need some red zone garrisons still. I feel that's a big part of what's missing from their like what they're doing, because it's not enough to just hold, because eventually if you just hold, you lose, like eventually.
Yeah, they didn't really did much against Finsalus on the south because they pretty much had control of that the whole game by now.
Yeah. It's like offensive, but you know, you can hold for 25, 30 minutes, but eventually the attackers, all they need is that one push that works, and then you lose the point. Like, you always need to have something putting pressure on the allied defense so they can't go all out attack, because that's going to be a big problem if they can focus all of their infantry on the
There's
attack.
so many people in the south.
Yeah.
Finsalus.
I'm guessing they didn't get that Gary up in the north, because that supply truck getting killed, and supplies going down. So I'm guessing their garrison is in the south. Obviously we can't see that, but that's what it feels like at the moment. And we do have this 76 now coming in. It does have a repair station for him that he can use. So it's just gonna sit here, I'm guessing, and wait for the Panther.
As Finsalus, what will you do right now? Combine those two Panthers and just push it through AA?
Yeah, look, I would put a Panther here, a Panther there. You just take this side, secure this open field, and then you can just... Because then if you have your tanks in the north, they can watch the whole north side, they can watch the front. You can secure the area here. Maybe you can even get a Panzer IV or something just to help you push uphill 5, come up this way, and then just come around A battery. Alternatively, if you push in the south, you get cleared up, you just put everyone on the front. Before the enemy team has time to adjust, come back on the front themselves, you just do a big old push with smoke and triple tanks, and you can just take A battery from the front if you have the tank advantage. Which
Who is that, by the way, from Finsalus on the backside of AA battery? East of the point?
That's a sneaky squad.
Oh!
KK with this OP, and they did drop supplies before, so I'm wondering... That's a
They're probably gonna build that red garrison.
Yeah. He ran past the supplies while building a garrison? Let's see, how much supplies? 100, yeah. Yeah, of course it's 100, because it's a red zone. But yeah, I think, you can see him going down south now, because he would just wanted to make sure he got his squad up first. The squad is actually dropping supply boxes and redeploying, that's very smart. My only worry is that, from this position, is that 200 meters away? I'm not sure.
And I'm surprised that it isn't marked out yet by RWJ, that they haven't spotted it yet.
Well, that's the beauty of going with a solo squad flanking. That's why you never want to flank.
You have a few people sitting on hill 5, just peek at the back and you'll spot it.
Yeah, but they're focused on other stuff. That's like, this is the reason you don't want to flank with a full squad, because you always get spotted, you always get bogged down. One officer though, he can always sneak past by himself, get his squad up. Way more efficient, way less likely to get spotted, and you can actually make some impact. Like you can see now, you have 3 guys coming from different positions. Even a guy coming from the front, like they can spot all the garrison positions. You can see like, where did the garrisons go? They lost the one here. They didn't build the one on the north, I suppose. They've actually lost the one on the north side here. The Pumas come in nice, making some progress. Here comes the Panther we were talking about, and we wanted on the front line. Where is the second Panther?
Is it getting contested? Oh yeah, it's getting contested now.
Yeah. Where's the second Panther? I'm curious. There he is. I don't like this position personally, because I don't feel like there's anything you can do from here. You can't do from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what you're doing instead is you're getting close to hedges, you're getting close to where, like, infantry can be behind these hedges. They maybe put a satchel or something and push forward.
So you would say push a bit more to the south and then just walk up the main road north
I'd say
towards
push
WM4.
north. Like, if you want to hold the front, you can sit here and hold the front. Like, you know what I mean? If you're sitting here, then infantry can get like 10 meters away from you before you notice them. That's an issue. So I would say just, and then also if you're sticking with your second, the first Panther, you have double Panthers to deal with enemy 76s. And we do see the 76 down here in the south. We do have the Sherman coming in. This Puma doing work. He did work.
He's having fun. There, he's down now.
Do we have this garrison? Should be.
I think it was up. It was close to where you just aimed at.
It's here. It's interesting though, because from far away there's no bush. So we'll see if Hughes can actually spot it. He does have his own garrison in the area, and they have spotted the infantry that's over here. So we'll see if he spots this garrison or not. I'm assuming
he's walking in the wrong direction.
Yeah, but I don't think he's actually seen it. I think he just spawned in right now. That's it. But yeah, I think now if you had the Panthers in the north, you easily push the point and you just take it. there is
And now
now.
it's Fins that loose at that garrison as well. You need to be patient. Don't just start shooting at people. Don't have a trigger finger because you don't want to give away that garrison.
You know, you can see the Panther there. You can see the 76. You see the 76 turns left. Should be able to see that Panther right there.
Has it been marked out?
Oh, now it's been marked.
See that.
Can do it. Let's get the hit in. Good hit. Oh, that's a panic shot by the Panther. I think he's gonna go down. No, he bounces.
Oh,
That would have been a kill shot. Oh, that Panther's lucky. Very lucky.
yeah, he's pulling back.
Yeah. You can see they had a driver and a gunner. They don't have the spotter. That's the issue. It's a 2-man crew.
Why would you drive a Panther with just 2 men? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well,
maybe he died because of repairing. We don't know.
If they have really good fuel economy, you can. It's better to have 2 guys in a Panther than 2 guys in infantry. You know what I mean? But yeah, this Sherman goes down.
On Utah Beach, I would prefer to have a spotter, to be honest, on a Panther.
Yes, it's much better to have spotters on the heavy tanks nowadays. It takes way too long to switch the seats. But this 76 now, he's getting a bit. He doesn't want that Panther to get away.
He's a bit too comfortable. He's just going straight for that Panther again.
Yeah, it's a bit. I would like him to go on this side because he actually has the repair station here. So I'm a bit surprised he went to the one side where there is no repair station when he had the option. But we do have this.
Well, maybe RWJ have something planned to make a new push. But they have to respect Fins that loose now in the back. They're pretty much angled in from every direction.
He went around this side because he wanted to get an angle on the Panther, I'm guessing. I mean, he could have the angle here as well. I feel like that's his next move. But yeah, this Panther here now. Bit worried about this 76. If these guys, these Panthers were together, they could just challenge the 76, and he wouldn't be able to deal with it.
I think he was getting pushed from RWJ from the back.
Oh, he's taking
a
a
hit.
hit.
2 people on the south, yeah.
Oh, he has to fall
Was
back.
that a hit from the 76?
Oh no, he's got stuck on the hedge. No.
Oh.
Oh, he bounces again in the second shot.
Man, this Panther is lucky. He is lucky.
Oh god. Yeah, he tries to shoot the head, just can't do that anymore. We do have FLL though, coming from behind, trying to.
I think he just used up all his bonus lives.
Well, he's about to get his ass saved by the FLL infantry squad behind him. There he goes.
Oh, satchel going off.
Satchel, yeah. That Panther.
Well, that 76 was just unlucky, man.
That Panther is.
Oh. One guy just soloed out the full squad.
Yeah. We do have the Panther now here though. Like, if this Panther now comes in, the 76 is dead. There shouldn't be another 76 quite yet, but it's on the way though. Coming up on the hill. And we're gonna see if.
Yeah, Fins that loose start capping AA.
Yeah. But I'm guessing Numes on is to like clear out this OP and everything. Otherwise the 76 could have been satchel like pretty quickly. We do have that garrison though in the back. Maybe if they get supplies and an AT gun up, they can kill the 76 before he has any impact. But yeah, I really want to see these Panthers group up, like especially if you don't have a spotter. If you can
they're playing pretty passive, to be honest.
Yeah.
Their tanks, Fins that loose.
If
Just staying back.
If the squad does not have a spotter, then you really want to keep your tanks together, because then at least you can rely on the second tank's spotter to give you some information. Right now they're just relying on infantry, which is not.
Yeah, they're quite surrounded now by Fins that loose. They pretty much hold every angle.
Yeah, and here comes the.
That's pretty sure that 76 has been spotted out already. Yeah, there you go.
God. Yeah, I think that's a dead 76. That's the point. Oh, he hit the turret.
Boy, you need to be quick.
If that's 76...
Is he gonna be lucky? No, he's probably gonna get shot in the back. There you go. 76 down.
The thing is though, that 76 could have killed the Panther if he didn't drive away.
Yeah, but they're just surrounded by Fins that loose, because that 76 pretty much got already pinged out once he was on the beach by the Fins that loose, so the Panther just had to take a shot. The 76 didn't know where he was getting shot from.
Yeah,
he pretty much panicked
because north here. He's gonna get him. Oh, he knows where he is though, but he's missing. There goes little carbine loadout for the the rifleman. I haven't seen that in a long time, with a carbine being as useless of a weapon as it is. You can
It
see him
has a
needing.
higher fire rate, Ninja.
Yeah,
It has a higher fire rate, so
does it though? It just has lower recoil.
more RPM.
But we do have, like, now this, like, the garrison here is can be a big help for FLL if they just want to go for the double cap real quick. And actually, like, the main push now is coming from the south, where this panther is still far back. Like you can see, he's not comfortable.
I think he's
pushing
still
up.
scared by that 76 just hitting him. He's been lucky twice now, so he's not gonna extend his luck.
No, I think he knows that it's not a good way to push, like, straight up here because of these hedges. But that now means that he has to spend so much time just going all the way back, going around.
I would be quite mad if I was at 76. Not killing that panther.
Yeah, twice.
Twice as well, yeah.
We do have this Panzer IV driving around. If he comes up to help the push as well, that'd be...
Yeah, they just have a lot of tank presence then.
And actually, they don't have a garrison in the north. They just have this little Stuart that's going back to the sniping spot, but I'm not quite sure why, because they know there's just a panther looking at it. He's not going to get a single shot off when he goes down. And they know FLL behind them, so that was...
It's just wasting fuel by now.
No, because that was a free Stuart, so...
Oh, was it the spawned in one?
But yeah, we'll see. I'm assuming this panther's now going around all the way. Yeah, he's coming to the north. We were talking about where we wanted in like 20 minutes, like 10-15 minutes ago.
I didn't pay enough attention. What's the final point for the allies?
It's red roof house.
Oh, okay.
And we can see, like, there's a lot of WRJ guys in the north. This garrison might finally go down to Limo.
Yeah, you
That's
got it.
unfortunate for the FLL guys, because that could have been used for a quick double cap. But good catch, good catch. He knew something was behind them, and he came in from the south to make sure he cleared that up. So that was a good job. Now that I think they're in big trouble, they don't have the tanks. Still like 2 minutes left before they can get another 76, and then they're gonna have to drive the 76 into two
and they
Panthers.
got two Panthers just coming up now.
Yeah, and it's gonna be two Panthers working together as well.
And pushing as an infantry squad with Satchel on Utah Beach is quite difficult against two tanks. So I think the only chance they have is maybe a lucky AT gun, RWJ.
Where's the second Panther? We have a Panther here.
Wasn't a Panther closer to AA?
There it is. Okay, one there, one there.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, now it's gonna be really hard. Like, how are you gonna push this with two Panthers? So put one Panther here, you put one Panther there, one watches south and east, one watches east. And then
There's not a whole lot RWJ can do now. They just have to wait and stall it out a little bit to get more 76s in, and hopefully win some of the tank battles.
AT guns, that's the way now. Like, if you're falling behind in the fuel war, like you're losing your tanks, the enemy's stacking their heavies up, you need the AT guns. You need them badly. Like, you gotta get the AT guns on the hill, you gotta get the repair stations ready for when your tanks show up. And you just gotta make sure you, like, claw some of that lead away from the FLL guys, just getting those tanks picked off, draining the enemy fuel.
What would be a perfect location right now to set up an AT gun? I think Hill 5 would be quite good, because you have some good angles.
I think
or it might be a bit too close.
Back here might be good, something like this. Because you can't put it straight on the front, like, cause you just get shot like the Stuart.
Yeah.
But if you put it here, you actually see the Panther. I think it might be behind some hedges. No, you can get those shots from the side far away. Like,
we'll see what RWJ is gonna do. Right now they just have to stall the game and get the tanks going again.
I mean, you can see like that 50 supplies, 50 supplies, 50 supplies. They just,
I don't know, infantry wise I think it's not really like anyone's in favor. Sure, Finsalus has a bit more punching power, but I would say that just the infantry fights like we had going on the middle cap on the south side as well, they're quite going equally up. It's just the tanks doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah, and we have the area coming in. I'm assuming it's been spotted though.
Maybe a bombing run after it?
Bonk.
No. That was quite a waste.
That was
Well,
Yeah,
they have
I
5
would have
people running
expected it to
towards
be
it,
like
so
back
maybe.
here, like it would still would have been killed.
Exactly.
But it's still
At
like,
least just pull people off the cap point with the airhead if you won't get a spawn in
I mean,
anyways.
it's one of those situations where you just send everything and just pray.
But then I would have expected at least a bombing run coming over the airhead.
Well, I don't know. I think especially if you push them that far back, you know there has to be infantry. Like it's not gonna. But it's one of those things where you're like, what do we use to air it? I don't know. Let's just throw it in there. If it works, we would just win the
We
game.
had it.
If
We
it
had a
does,
spare airhead. Here you
yeah,
go.
exactly.
Just take it.
If it doesn't work, it's not a big deal. But if it works, you just finish the game. It's that sort of thing, I think. But yeah, they really need those AT guns. They have 3
Yeah.
boxes of 50 supplies.
Do they have an AT gun right now anywhere? I don't think they have, do they?
Nope, not a single one. We do have a few AT guys though.
I hope they haven't just given up by now.
Maybe they have. I mean, they shouldn't. But like they're in, like they can't use the northern HQ. Like this, just MGs pointing at him. There's a Panther in the north. Like they're in. I don't think there's much they can do at this point. Once they get on this beach uncontested like that, it's not like you're in trouble. The only way they get back now is that this 76 does some heavy work. And it's gonna be difficult without the AT gun support.
You got people crawling down on the beach.
Yeah, FLL doing a big
What
push
are they
here.
gonna do next?
It's actually a very spread out game at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually just sniping with this, I'm guessing.
Oh, they're sniping the artillery, the Greyhound.
Let's see. They've built quite a bit of defenses over here, I'll be honest. You can see going hard on the walls. No barbed wire though. I'm surprised there's no barbed wire. I suspect some barbed wire. Actually, there's barbed wire here. Okay. And in the south. Okay. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. They want to invest on the front because they don't think they're gonna be pushed there anyway. Still, you know, barbed wire is very, very cheap. Very, very quick to build.
Yeah, and very annoying as recon.
But like you can see now, WRJD are taking the south, but how do you push this?
I don't know, man. I think you just need to be. I mean, they do hold the hill 5, so that's quite good. Now you just need to pray that the 76 is going to do some work against those Panthers.
Yeah, it's
Or maybe just get a cheeky Greyhound in and just harass them from the back. Maybe take garrisons out. I don't know. You need to be flexible right now if you're RWJ.
Yeah, this 76 is looking for that Panzer IV. I don't think he's gonna get it though because of those big headshots in the way. And this Sherman is potentially gonna get himself into trouble if he goes any further forward because of those Panthers. But yeah, just open fields. This is why you need the tank advantage. You can see like the only way to keep this infantry away from just running at you is with those tanks. Now, where did the Northern Panther go? That's the real question. They do have their own Gary up here. One Panther has actually gone down, so that's interesting.
76 maybe got it.
Yeah, I assume it must have been. Interesting. It's hard to follow everything when you have a map like you do. Mean, everything's so spread out.
I would say the positive thing right now for RWJ tanks is that they have the height advantage.
Yeah, and they are getting some hits in on this Panzer IV. And actually, if they take out the Panzer IV, they've taken out this Panther. Goes down.
That is goes
down. As we
down.
expected. But actually, again, the airhead back there, if they can get a recon. Looks like they just lost their spotter. Potentially, and he didn't get his OP upload. No, that wasn't a spotter in my mind. My bad. There's the spotter. They need a guy to come up from behind, maybe get that carry up, but I don't think, yeah, that's been spotted already. That's nice work by FLL. They know this is a spot you want to drop an airhead in. Right behind the border there, you can get the Gary up. But, yeah, like...
I mean, in terms of game plan, Finns that loses looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, I've been very... just not stressing it,
just executing the plan.
Yeah, and the Allied side is actually making a bit of a push now, like they've taken out, you know, those 2 tanks. I wonder where the last Panther went. Did they all go down?
I don't know, I think you had one further up north, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where that one went. MD still covering this. Like, they need the steward to... When the steward spawns back in, actually there it is. Dead. Got spawn killed.
Ouch.
By the Panther. So, but when that comes in, that's what they need. Unless FLL... What FLL really should do is build an AT gun in the north. Get an AT gun, watch this, make sure you can pick those tanks off every time they get spawned in.
Or you just have that MG guy just shooting down the crewmen.
There it is. This bloody new camouflage they gave the Panthers.
It's working.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised why he's just sitting with his ass towards the HQ.
Well, he killed the Sherman.
Was that the 76?
No, regular Sherman, The
Oh,
76
just the
is still
medium, yeah.
Singapore, but this is now a slightly damaged Panther. I think he's only hitting the tracks though. You see it's only the right track that's burning.
Oh, you did have that 76.
Yeah, it's straight
close
down.
to the red roofs up.
That row right there, so we'll see if the 76 is gonna be able to pick him off. I think he knows. Or does he? Does he know? That's what kind of say. We do have the Panther right there. Oh, he's been spotted.
Oh, he's looking.
Yeah, that's a nice hit from the Panther. He doesn't know where he is, he's panicking, he's turning a bit too much.
Oh no.
I think if you turn a little less, maybe you could have hoped for a bounce, like, or a block by the Belgian gate, but that's nice spotting for the Panther. I'm surprised it wasn't marked, but it is potentially getting satcheled.
Yeah. The disrespect, man, look at him.
Don't see a satchel, though.
No.
Which is interesting,
Someone getting
that
out?
was a trench gun engineer. He should have a satchel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he just jumped up and started humping the tank. Didn't do a lot.
But he must have used the satchel. So that made no sense.
It might be on, I don't know. But I didn't see him finding it.
No, we don't see it on the HUD. There's no satchel. I wonder where he used it. But at least they got one of the
but it's pretty awful though.
Did they get one of
If the tank gets to live and just push up to a point, it's gonna be very difficult to defend against that without the 76 or 80 guns.
The issue now is this Panther just gets to live. You can see David spawn killing the trucks now with this MG. But if this is gonna sit here, he can literally just kill any tank that gets spawned in before they get crewmen.
They're sending a lot of people. They know it is a threat.
Precision strike. But yeah, they do have the garrison right behind this side. He's gonna get swarmed. It is a bit of an annoying position though, because you can see the barbed wire just gets in the way.
What is the timer, by the way, on the precision strike on calling it in?
20
How long
minutes.
does it take? No, like the timer
Oh, I don't know.
after calling it in. Because that might be an option as well.
Gonna get a second shot.
He's not sitting still.
Not on the ass, unfortunately, but he gets no damage.
No pen.
And the garrison goes down by Congo. It's well done. Now that Panther's pretty safe. Yeah, that's the game. I feel like with this Panther, they don't have any tanks of their own. I say that. There's the 76. So this Panther now is making sure he can. The crew actually got.
Others now just trying to survive, but I'm wondering if the spotter spotted it out, because they do have a visual on the middle HQ of the Allies.
Oh, 76 looking just like 5 seconds. 5 seconds faster, and he kills it.
Out.
That's unfortunate for the 76. But But yeah, we
What
do
would you
have...
do as a 76 right now? Would you hunt that, or just get an angle and
I would rush up on
don't
this hill,
stress
yeah.
it?
Rush up on the hill. But then again, I'm not a tank player.
Nor am I.
And I do know there's not really a lot of AT guns pointing at it at that position. We do have this second Panther over here now. Just make sure they hold this south side. This Panther falling back. I don't know, is he maybe repairing, picking up his crewman? Yeah.
Yeah, his recruitment got shot before with the pistol. He jumped out with the pistol, trying to defend the tank. So I think he's picking him up.
Oh, finally. It's been a while. AT gun, but
AT gun.
unfortunately, not like the best angle for killing that Panther. That Panther moved in the nick of time. Just gonna have to hope he reverses. If he reverses, you can actually kill him. Because this AT gun should not be spotted. Like, even though they have, like, made over there. Goes down to Anya. I was hoping for a shovel, not gonna lie, or a knife kill, but yeah. This AT gun, I like the idea. Unfortunately, just the way that it still works.
Archie taking it down.
Yeah, they need more of this. They need more. Just AT.
At least try more AT guns. See if you can do anything. Because right now, Finzetlut has just the upper hand in terms of this
I
game.
mean, 76 has pushed up. He's looking for this Panther. Can you see the angle there he's going for? This Panther might be in trouble. It's the two men again. The smoke is saving him at the moment. But like, if he reverses too far, that AT gun, you know, if he goes forward.
But I think the AT is getting locked down by artillery.
No, it's not.
Wasn't it what killed them before? The AT artillery?
Yeah, he killed one of the guys, but they don't actually know the AT guns there, I'm pretty sure. Because they put in the... Well, you can see it now, like it's reversing.
Oh, he should jump on now. It's the only chance you have.
I don't think it's quite, like you can see, like it's gonna hit these, you know what I mean? Yes, if he moves back like another 5-6 meters, he's like in the only spot he can be in to stay alive. Because if he's further forward, he dies to 76. Further back, he gets shot by the AT gun.
Smoke coming down?
But where is this other Panther now? Just taking a bit of a break from the action. Figure out what this Panther is.
I think that one got killed before, but they should have the new one spawned in by now.
There we go. Here comes the steward they needed to clear up the northern side. Especially now that that Panther's fallen back by the looks of it. They should be able to clear it up. So they can get a foothold set on this hill, get their own AT guns set up, then they can actually make some progress on retaking a battery.
He's not looking.
But yeah, the 76. He knows they need that Panther dead, he's just waiting and waiting. But the issue is if that Panther does not, you know, actually move forward, it's going to be an issue. AT gun actually goes down to the Arctic. Here it comes, fine. Maybe he's going to get rewarded for his 5 minutes of waiting.
Patience. You think the Sherman sees it? 76 sees it now?
He should have shot it. No, he actually moved.
Oh no.
No. No. Look at him. He was looking at for, what, 5 minutes? He looks away, and that's when he moves into position. That's very unfortunate. It sucks.
Man, Finzetlut tanks are so lucky today.
WRJ can't catch a break. And they actually lose in the hill now as well.
Oh.
Even though they are in with a shot of retaking the north side.
Where's that steward? What is he doing? Oh, he's just shooting from the beach.
Yeah, but like this is why I said what they wanted FLL was an AT gun, because then they could just keep this on lock, because that was the only way they retake this north side is if they get their own like tanks up, and that's what's happening at the moment. We'll see if they actually are able to pull through it, because still need the infantry to support this tank, but the tank can provide a lot of cover for it. So
Finzetlut is making a lot of progress from everywhere right now. They're pushing from the west,
yeah, they
from the north a little bit.
They managed to crack the nut that was hill 5, and they're actually able to... Oh, Boba taking the point by himself. It's gonna go down. Oh,
Being a one-man army.
back. Oh, it goes down.
Ah, too bad.
Making a just solo push in here, and like you can see here, WRJ are like in the south fighting this panther now. Actually, the double panthers. This is where they went. These panthers are all over the place.
They're being very moving.
Yeah. This is one of those things where, like, instead of fighting the enemy infantry, I would just like to see them ignore the infantry, I'll be honest. They would have just moved in here
Full on
now.
for the tanks.
They just move in here, they can just take the point.
Yeah, Fist illusion.
Just leave these guys in the south.
Yeah.
But I guess they want to do the safe thing and just clear them out and move up with the tanks together. Still another 34 minutes for them to make some progress and go for this 5-0. And still another 2 minutes before WRJ can spawn in a second.
Yeah, and I don't think they have a lot of stuff in right now that they can recover from, because right now I don't see anything stopping Finsterloos from making their final push in about like a few minutes.
Well, the thing that's going to stop them is the fact that they're being too slow. Because you can see, like, they had a 2 Panther and a Panzer IV against 0 76s. Now it's 2 76s. Like soon, like once this next one comes in, it's going to be 2 76s and a Stuart. And 2 76s and a Stuart can definitely fight 2 Panthers. And then if they kill these 2 Panthers, then all of a sudden the FLL they lose 1200 fuel. Have to go back and collect new Panthers. You know what I mean? That could be an issue. And actually, what I would like is for the imagine if the WRJ recon actually went into the HQs to spot, like, to see if they're gonna spawn in an extra Panther. I don't think they are because of the like how they played it at the start. But imagine if they do spot a Panther being spawned preemptively in one of the HQs. They just mark it and then they call in a precision strike in the HQ.
Precision strike, yeah.
That would be big, but looks like FLL are aware of such a possibility and they're not gonna allow themselves to just lose a tank in the HQ. But we do see the 76 fighting again. Can he get this final shot? No, he hits the fence. He's gonna go down to the Panther. There you go.
Oh man.
Just once again hit the Panther, and then the second shot like hits. You can see here, he must have hit this fence. Yeah, you can see the shell.
Damn.
Top part of this fence goes
That's
right.
so unfortunate for RWJ.
Yeah.
They've been so unlucky with their tanks right now.
There goes the one thing they were like hoping to get them back in the game, is stacking those 76s. One of them goes down before they get the second one up. You actually have another
if
damaged.
I was Finsterloos right now, that should have been a fucking green light to fully push on final point right now, because that 76 is down. There's not a lot that can defend them right now. So you would expect for Finsterloos right now to fully push on the final point.
There's a third Panther. Yeah, that's GG then.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, but they're just repairing up because 2 of their 70 Panthers got heavily damaged in that.
Use the other 2 Panthers as a meat shield. Don't worry about it, just rush the final point.
Yeah, you just put a Panther here where this one is, you put another Panther there, you put a Panther in the south or in the north, which actually in the north would be better because you have infantry support. And you just take the point, sending in a bomber run, drop an airhead on the front, you know what I mean?
Just throw it all in at once.
Here comes another 76 and another rocket. But yeah, they do have a lot of munitions. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not that surprised, I guess, because the FLL Panthers are always moving slightly. They're not moving a lot, but they're always
But they're
moving
not
slightly.
sitting still, yeah.
There's level 80 guns south as well, finally, but that is being dealt with by the FLL infantry, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, yeah, he got killed trying to build it.
Damn.
This AT gun could have been useful. And they have
What
an
would
gun
you
here.
think right now
There
is
you go.
RWJ trying everything, but you're getting shut down from every angle. Yeah.
Yeah. The issue now is like, here comes the bomb run. It's a bit. I would like the bomb run behind them more because the front can be killed by the Panthers by themselves. But yeah, I feel like FLL are in a good spot now to just finish the game. Getting taken out, trying to go for the satchel. This Panther here is a bit on his own, not Not quite sure what he's looking to do there, I'll be honest. There's no infantry to deal with. But yeah, I feel like now the AT guns are coming up too late, and they're coming up like it's once the enemy team has 3 Panthers 200-300 meters away. That's not the time for AT guns. They need to come out 5 minutes ago. But they do take out one of the Panthers finally. With a 76. Good shot. He knows there's a second Panther. I wonder if he's gonna get it.
Does he know there's two others?
Yeah, he's damaged it heavily as well.
Oh, that's gotta be big if that one gets taken down as well.
Yeah, I wonder. Oh yeah, he doesn't know exactly where it is. He's gonna reverse into it, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
That 76 is patient. Oh, he starts to move. He started moving.
Did the 76 stop moving?
Yeah, he started moving. Oh, he stopped.
Does he know? Does he know?
He knows.
Oh.
Too high.
Oh, too high, man. Come on.
No, that's it. He loses his chance now because now he's behind the hedge. Oh, he gets stuck on the rock. Oh, here comes the repair guy as well to help him out. He gets run over by his own tank. He had good intentions.
That's 76. Come on, man. Why do you shoot over it? You had your
another
chance.
Panther though. 76 is not looking this way.
Yeah.
That 76 must be spotted.
Probably, but that Panther is quite out of
Wait, the
position
Panther's...
as well.
Oh, this Panther is in trouble now. I'm not sure what it is. Yes.
Yeah, wow. Two Panthers going down by...
These Panthers have to pray that the short guy is going to come in with a satchel. But the Cyber team knows about it. He's been called out. He did kill one of his teammates. He's turning around. He knows the Panthers over there.
If he gets that third Panther, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, you can see it come in. Oh, he goes down. Oh, you can see. Looking at him.
Come on, man.
He's let him one shot.
I have faith.
He's got one shot.
I have faith. Oh, come on.
You can see the front left side of the tank. There comes the steward. The steward needs to stop. The steward needs to stop. He goes down. That's 3 Panthers. 176
Damn, man, that's
taking
big.
him all by himself. Ooh, that's a really good shot actually by Dia, but he misses. And yeah, this steward, I don't know, it's like
That
suicidal.
76 just saved the day. To be honest, Finns at Loose could have wrapped this up already if they just rushed in.
Yeah, that's 1800 fuel gone.
Damn.
And that's what we were talking. That's what we were talking about before. But I honestly thought they were gonna need 2 76s and some AT guns. But
I mean, they just let it happen, to be honest.
yeah. And now you can see the AT guns are finally coming up a bit preemptively. But I mean, at this point, the 76s already bailed them out. They don't need the AT guns at the moment.
Can you check the Axis HQ really quick, see if they spawned in
Yes.
new Panthers already?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna take like 15 minutes. Like
To drive up
you
there.
can see them taking a Panzer IV. I'm assuming they spawned a Panther in the north. See if we can spot something moving. Like it died a few minutes ago.
The camo is too good, man. We can't see it.
Yeah, damn, not getting markers. Like you see the markers for the. You have to look right at the tank to get the. But yeah, there should be a bit of a delay before they get their tanks stacked up again. And yeah, and that time...
RWJ should make good use of this. 3 Panthers down. Start rotating.
See a Puma
Okay.
versus Greyhound battle, and the Puma comes out victorious. They've been doing a good job with the Pumas, I'll be honest.
That Puma has been going everywhere.
Well, that was a new Puma. That was the first Panther that died, probably, changing out. But yeah, this 76 now, it went down actually. I wonder where it went down to.
Was it AT gun maybe? On Hill 5?
I don't see an AT gun.
If it was Puncher Shrek snipes, that would be pretty big.
Hmm.
But I don't think they had anything else besides 03's Panther, so I don't know. Probably AT gun then somewhere. I don't believe he got satchel. There's no way in hell that they could get a satchel on that 76, because he had a lot of infantry support.
Well, he was up here.
If they didn't, I don't know, man. You think he got satchel?
No, I'm just saying it's possible. I won't make any statements.
Don't believe in
Kill
that.
That's interesting though. Wonder what he died to. That's why we shouldn't look at the Axis HQs. But I actually thought the danger was over. Very surprised. But yeah, that's very useful for FLL because now they're back to no 76s.
They're pushing this south again, quite big. RWJ. Not like that, but like a bit southwest of rooftop.
Yeah, I'm just looking if they built an AT gun south because they had infantry there. Yeah, wonder what killed that tank. I guess we'll never know. But we do have a push coming now. Now it's just infantry on infantry. Here comes another 76 on the north. That squad going right back into the 76. They were doing God's work with that previous one. They had no luck killing the Panthers up until that point, but that 176 did everything.
That was payback, man. That was payback from all the previous times.
Yeah. He cashed
All the
it.
unlucky shots. Pulling off good karma right there. Killing 3 Panthers. Keeping the game alive.
Yeah, I'm trying to spot if this is a Panther coming, but I can't see it. Yeah, they're still holding the north side, but now I'm not sure they're gonna be able to with the 76 coming in. They actually did build an AT gun. I like that, but it did go down. But it's a good idea because they need to be able to stop these things from coming out. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because they were ready for it, but it's what they needed to do, at least. They did the right thing, just didn't work out. And there's a bit of a lull in the action now in terms of tank combat. And like if you don't have tanks, you can't push on Utah. It's just the way it is. You can't really move across these open fields without dying. So just people just hiding and
everywhere on the beach, in the bushes.
and like you can see 1,000 munitions. You can see those rockets. Do they really have one arty gun pointing south for that one flank? It's interesting. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to turn. Like there are no points in the south. It's just a gun pointing at like this one squad in the far south. Actually, I'm guessing that's the Puma going down. Yeah, it goes down to that
AT guy.
died to the Stewart, maybe. No. God, it's so long range. These engagements are so long range. You can't keep up with them. But yeah, I'm guessing it got killed by that AT
Stewart
guy.
got down.
He does kill the transport rockets in the south, but he's heavily damaged. Gets hit by another rocket and it goes down. That's nice shooting from PMS in his AT roll with those rockets. But yeah, what we're really waiting for is for when the Panther and the Panzer IV come back on the front line. We do see the Panzer IV going through the river, but where's the Panther? It's been zoomed around, just ignoring the front line, because just awaiting the arrival of this next Panther. But yeah, there it is. Like, Jesus Christ, you can't spot these fuckers. Honestly, like, what the hell? It's impossible.
Didn't we have like a 76 spawned in on the north?
Yeah, it's dead.
A few minutes ago. Oh, it's already dead.
That's what it killed.
Damn.
Yeah. Very.
It's like the Panthers taking the same route again.
Yeah, but it's a
Pushing
good move,
in from
like
the
you
north
see,
side.
it's gonna take another 3-4 minutes to get the
Just
next.
to get another 76 in.
Yeah, like this 76 can just roll on their beach, kill everything. But the front line has been dealt with though. There's not much coming in. They're coming in a bit from the south. They made WRJ split up quite heavily. They're quite spread out. Like at least a full
They have
squad
to,
in the
because
south.
Vincent Lewis is doing exactly the same. They're pushing from every direction across the whole beach. So spread out.
We have 4 offices from WRJ just in the south, like third of the map. And yeah, I'm afraid that it's just gonna be a dead.
It's gonna be a full 90 minutes.
dead point in a few minutes.
Back and forth.
Especially if they can just mark when that 76 just spawned in and just put a precision strike on it immediately. That'd be funny. Actually, spawn kill the truck here as well. But yeah, we do have this Sherman, he's just hiding. He can't push up. If he pushes up, he dies on the north. You can see this Panther rolling in here. He does have some infantry support with him. So we do have Sacred. Oh, he pulls the trigger. That's... Ooh. I don't think he's gonna get away with this now. They should know this infantry here. Why looking the wrong way though? Oh, he's running with the satchel. That's a mistake. You don't run with the satchel.
Don't run with the satchel. Oh.
Actually, trades.
He was just lucky.
That's why you don't run with the satchel. You have to get up
trade off.
right next to the enemy team before you pull out the satchel. And you know it got called out that they killed the satchel guy and they're checking now for the satchel because they thought he planted it. But no. Second time they've gone up with the guy with the satchel and they haven't been able to pull it off. They have to kill that tanker as well before it goes back in. But yeah, you can see they actually lose the garrison they had on the point. Giuseppe doing a good job taking that out. I'm assuming that was him.
Oh, they have pushed in. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, now they get the
Just
error.
looking at the tanks.
If they get the error now, maybe they can actually do it. Something went overhead. Oh, it's just a precision strike. They actually take it down.
Oh, did they got the Panther?
Yeah, nice precision strike
Damn.
from overhead.
The only time when the Panther sits still, he gets precision strike.
He wasn't even sitting still, like he was actually moving a little bit. Wasn't he? No, it was like... Yeah, it was like mostly still. It wasn't completely still, but you know. That was a
He
good
was sitting still for
strike.
just a few minutes because the you can still see the body of that
Here comes
satchel guy.
a bombing run though from FLL. It's hard to hear that. It's way easier to react to the Axis bombing run, but the Axis.
I don't know.
To the Axis precision strike. I'm not sure what this bombing run was.
Maybe they expected everyone to spawn on HQ, middle HQ,
Well,
because they took down that garrison. That would be the only logical idea, in my opinion.
well, it doesn't matter though, because they could have just spawned in again, because there's no one to capitalize on it. I'm a bit confused.
I mean, kills are kills, you know. It's all about the stats at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good precision strike. Questionable bombing run. I haven't been too convinced by the FLL bombing runs this game. But as a team though, they've been doing very well. Despite...
They are, but it's just it's getting a bit too passive for my liking, because they had a full like 3 man on point. They pretty much had the whole point under control, but you have no one pushing up. And now they gave RWJ room again to just set up a new defense and try again for a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like RWJ can actually hold this now for the last bit. And I'm pretty sure, because this is an ECL game, that the points actually matter. So FL really want to get that 5-0, and we do have the Panther here coming from the north. And yeah, do have the infantry coming here as well if they get that support. Yeah, they have the Panzer IV now is going to hold the northern beach, I'm guessing. Literally, I would just like him to just roll out here. Just you know, sit here. Just have the machine gun on the hull, just looking on the HQ, and then just have the gun just killing anything that's hiding on the outside of the hill. And you just have the Panther killing everything that's on the front. Infantry sweeping it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can just move up the whole beach and you can kill anyone going from the HQ. Should be very effective, and then they can just come in from the front as well. I'm assuming it's not going to be that long until the next Panther comes in, I guess a couple of minutes. And then they should be able, like, it was unfortunate that WRJ was able to get such a good precision strike off and just delete the Panther they had, otherwise they would have had 3 tanks now ready to push. But yeah, that Panzer IV actually moves up like he was looking to do. Yeah, I mean, he's killing the northern HQ, but I would like him to move a bit more to the beach, because the angle from here, like if you want to watch, oh god, a bit too much sensitivity on the camera movement. You don't have the same visibility as you do
On the
from
beach.
the beach. But yeah, like he's able to kill like...
Oh, we got some cav progress going on AA from RWJ.
Actually getting a love squad in there. Doing
Oh
a good job at
shit.
clearing it out.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a full 6-man squad. And they do have enough for an airhead. I'm surprised the airhead hasn't come in yet. It's only a few hundred. That could be big. They did take out the OP here, I'm
Spawning in
assuming.
now.
And they do have the garrison in the north. I guess if that does get spotted, they get an MG to spawn in as well. That goes down. Like the critical sector is starting to get capped though. They have to spot that northern garrison. If they spot the northern garrison, they can ask for a machine gun spawn. Here comes the airhead as well. Actually going pretty hard on this one. Tanker though holding them. He's
I mean, they
pulling
have to.
attention.
We got a few minutes left.
Tanker actually did a good job for his team here because he's keeping their attention away from the north. Is Reese gonna spot the north?
Oh, big spawn coming in north. Come on, man. Look.
Barak looks. Is he gonna? Oh. Pops him. I see they've added more barbed wire. This barbed wire didn't used to be here. There is no way to get in from the north like this. They have to come in from these small little gaps. Here comes the bomber run from FLL.
Now we got the cap progress going on final point from Fins Let Loose.
Yeah, but there's also a bomber run coming in, so maybe that's gonna help clear things out. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's not. They must have had their own airhead, right?
Yeah, there we go. By the looks of it, that must have been an airhead. Yeah.
That's. Oh, if this comes in 2 minutes earlier, they can actually make a big push. Actually, they get cleared out. Carlo is gonna take out this airhead. I'm pretty sure it's already been locked.
Maybe one spawn?
Yeah. No, doesn't look like it. Here comes that bomber run. It doesn't kill much because it's coming in the unfortunate angle. That was. Yeah, you can see FLL, like now they had some pressure north. They can actually come in with Panther this time to support this airhead. Did a good job, just everyone flooding in.
At least I appreciated the try on AA from RWJ.
Yeah, it was a really good job by the Love Squad there to get in on the point actually from the south. Despite everything that's been happening on the map, they actually made some sneaky progress. I'm guessing it's the officer by himself dropping the OP. Because he didn't get spotted. We didn't even spot him, we were actually on his team. But yeah, it's unfortunate that they didn't spot this. If they spot this garrison, and they just get their people on the strong point to hold their own.
Oh, that would have been so big if you just had a fucking rocket going towards that garrison. It was right in the open.
Or an MV camping as well. But yeah, you can see now.
That's GG. Well played from both sides. It was a very fun game to watch. A lot of action, a lot of tank gameplay, as you would expect from Utah Beach, of course.
Oh, GG.
Good game, good game.
The game kind of stalled out, but we did get that big play.
The final play from Love Squad.
That precision strike. That 176 doing a really good job getting WRJ back in the game, but it just wasn't enough. FLL just had the pressure on the whole game. It was
at least he caught Fins Let Loose off guard for just a few minutes there.
Yeah, that was the one chance of getting back into it. I felt like the AT gun started coming at the end, but it wasn't quite enough. Like they need to come in 5-10 minutes before that. Like it shouldn't have gone to the point where there were 3 Panthers, stacking up against 176. But yeah.
In the end, they tried their best, but you can clearly tell that Fins Let Loose had pretty good tactics, and they just executed the tactics, and they had pretty much this game under control for full, I would say, 80 minutes. At least we had a few nice tries from RWJ trying to gain back some of the control on AA, but unfortunately they didn't spot that at the garrison on the north side.
Yeah.
But good try though, and I like that precision strike as well. That was pretty good, and the 76 taking down 3 Panthers.
Yeah, they had a good job against FLL in the beginning there, with getting the points, securing the area around. But once those tanks started rolling in, they were just getting outclassed, I would say, in a way, with the tanks. But also, you have to say it was very unfortunate. Some of those tank duels didn't go their way. Yeah, I feel like a couple of things go differently, and the tank advantage for FLL isn't nearly as big. But I still feel like the infantry of FLL was just outshooting WRJ, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good
I
game.
think the game could have been done a bit earlier if they just pushed with those 3 Panthers, but they kept it quite slow, under control, Didn't rush anything because they had plenty of time left, and in the end they won 5-0. So that's huge for them in the league.
Yeah, that's all you need. You don't need to win in 40 minutes. You don't need to win in 20. Just win 5-0.
Just
Simple.
win 5-0, take the full bag of points back home.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good
GG
game.
guys.
FLL winning 5-0 over WRJ. Hopefully everyone enjoy. I wonder if the core 82ED game is still going on or not.
I don't know. If so, I
Maybe.
have something to watch back.
Yeah. If it is, we have Quick Nicks and Berserk cast in that game, so if anyone's interested, you can go check that out. I don't know if any other games are happening at the moment. We'll have to see what other games are going on. 17th, we do have Bad Company and no, that's tomorrow. Never mind. There was only like there were actually these were the only 2 games going on actually. So in the ECL. So I guess check out Quick Nicks and Berserk to see if those games are still going on. And then tune in tomorrow for some other ECL action happening in the evening. I know we're playing. When are we playing? Let's see. 2030 is our game, and we're going to be casted by Lapino for now. I don't know if anyone else is going to sign up to cast from the other perspective, but that should be a good game, I think. Yep.
It's gonna be a fun game.
Thanks to the ECL for letting us cast this game. It was a good match. Thanks to the teams participating. And yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed. See you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.